3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 what's good?
Hello.
What it do? Wait,
Welcome.
no, how'd it go? It was like,
I don't know.
yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
I'm Brie, for those of you guys who have never seen me before.
And Yari, if you are new to this channel, hello.
Welcome.
We hope you subscribe and enjoy the video.
You want to explain what we're doing today?
Yes, so today we are going to be filming our turn-ons that we like in a guy, or what we like in a guy.
Yeah, like what guys do that, you know, attracts a female, attracts a lady.
If you're trying to look for a girl, take notes, because this
Get
is
your
gonna help.
pens out, get your notebooks out, and
Let's
grab
get
your
started.
popcorn. First things first, I'm pretty much speaking for both of us because we both have the same mentality. So we like when a guy has something to do on their free time. So you either like to hike. We love that because, you know, we active. Whether if you like to hike, whether if you like to draw, whether you like to skate, anything, as long as it's not something that, you know, is like drugs or like, you know, just what F-boys do, that attracts a female or that attracts a lady to a guy, like, or at least to us. Like, you have to have something other than, you know, doing whatever you do that doesn't get you anywhere. You have to have something, because that way I feel like that gives a girl and the guy, it gives them their own space when they're not together. Like, you're focusing on hitting the gym, or you're focusing on, you know, skating or art, or, you know, movies, whatever. You just have to have something
like
to
a hobby.
focus on. Yeah, you have to have a hobby.
And I feel like if you meet somebody and they find out that you have a hobby or that you're interested in something, that tells the other person that you have dedication, and that means so much. If you have a dedication to do something, that just automatically turns me on. So make sure that you have a hobby, that you're just not going to work or school and then go home.
We sound like we're trying to find like a man over here or something, but no, it's just like a general video. Like, we just thought it would be like a fun video,
cool
to
video,
shoot.
Especially if you guys are looking to be in a relationship. I am perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine, but these
good.
are just things
good.
that
Gucci over here.
that we think
it's Gucci.
that we think might work.
So have a hobby. At least that's what attracts us. Somebody who has a hobby, who, you know, has their mind onto something, who's really focused on something. So that's one thing.
The other thing, I feel
What
like
would you
you
say?
need to have goals. Have goals
for
in
sure,
your life.
girl.
I feel
A
like
relationship. Sorry to cut
you
off.
shouldn't be like living just to live. You should be living because you're looking towards your future, because you want to buy a house, because you want to have kids, because you want to get married. I'm not just gonna live just to live. Like, I'm obviously living and looking straight into my future.
Yes.
So that's another thing that we both like in a guy.
But just have like
a goal.
A goal other than what normal people, or not what normal people, but like what
So don't be doing what everybody else is doing. Like, set your goals. Who cares if they're doing?
Don't
like,
be
whatever they're
trapping.
doing. Don't mind whatever they're doing. Like, be focused on your goals, and you're gonna
stay
get the right
focused
girl.
on you. A female is attracted to somebody if you have your goals straight, if you have your mind straight. You know, it just, everything has to be aligned. Like, I've seen those posts where people are like, oh, like, a female should support their man and like encourage them to do better. I'm sorry, but I'm not that female. You got the wrong female, because for me
you got the wrong
for me, it's like you have to have your goals straight, and you need to already know what you want, because I'm not here to be like, you know, you have to go find yourself a job. I'm not your mom.
No.
Like, you have to have your stuff straight. I'm sorry, but that's really just like my mentality. Like, I feel like people just need to have their mind straight, and you need to know what you want in life, because if you don't want in life, the other person is not gonna know either, and it's just gonna be two people lost in like this world, and it's just not gonna work out. Definitely
have goals and
have your goal and know what you want. You have to know what you want in a relationship, or at least when it comes to a relationship.
Have goals. 2.
No, 1, you have to have a hobby, and 2, you have to have a goal. So what's your like
3? This is a really big one for me. I really want somebody, or I really like, it catches my attention when there's guys that are very family oriented.
Oh yeah.
We are both very family oriented. So we love when other people are into their families. They care for their moms, they care for their sister, their brother. Yeah, that just says a lot about a guy.
Yeah, we have like a really big family. So like with us, it was like when we were growing up, every weekend we would hang out with our family members. We hung out with our cousins, and that was just like, you know, like a Mexican thing. I feel like Mexicans in general, like they're just very family oriented. So to have somebody else, like it could be another race, but for you to be family oriented, that says a lot about you, and that says that a lot about your character. That says that you care about the people you're around, and you just want the best for them. That just shows like a different side of a person. I feel like when somebody says I'm family oriented, I'm just like, dude, you're caring, you know, like you're all these things, and that says a lot about you. Like you can just tell me I love being around my family, and I can be like,
yes, I can read you.
I can read you. Yeah, like I can read you because I'm the same way, and that means like we're caring. We like to be around family. We just like to, like, you know, stay like connected. In a close, stay connected, stay in a close circle, and just like have like, you know, just a vibe.
And you also like being surrounded by the people who
know what's best for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not gonna tell you, oh, do this because they don't care for you. They're gonna tell you do this because they care for you.
Yeah.
So that says a lot about a guy, and we really do like that, and I'm sure a lot of girls out there can relate to that as well.
Yeah. Another thing for me is when somebody is respectful. I feel like that's very, very like huge to me, especially now in like this day and age where, you know, everything is just on social media, and I feel like when couples break up, they're just like talking crap about each other, or like, you know, like kind of hinting at each other like all these negative things without really saying who it's for. I feel like for me, when somebody's respectful, it's like, you know, it doesn't matter if we broke up, you have that respect for somebody, or even if we're together, like you need to respect my space, you need to respect my mentality, my goals, my ambitions. You know, it's just respect is a very, very huge like factor that I feel like has to be in a relationship in order for a relationship to work out. Because if your partner doesn't respect you, do you think it's gonna work out?
No, obviously it's not. And really respect each other's space too, like she did mention that earlier. You want to make sure that just because you guys are together, that doesn't mean you guys have to be together 24/7.
Yeah, like at least for us, like if we're ever in a relationship, like we don't want to be stuck together like 24/7. If you want to go play with your friends, go do your thing, so you can let me do my thing. That leads me on to like our next topic. I feel like trust for sure has to be like, you know, in the picture.
Yeah,
because if there's no trust, there's no relationship. You know, what's the point of you guys even being together if you don't trust the person when they're not with you?
And that's crazy, guys, because these are just like the basics that everybody knows,
everybody should know,
but really nobody really has respect towards each other, nobody really has trust towards each other, and it's ugly to see. And I'm just like, you guys are doing it wrong. You guys shouldn't even be together, because if you guys don't have respect and if you guys don't trust each other, then there's no point of being together.
When we're looking for, like, it's not like we're not looking, but we're just saying what would attract us is somebody who would have that trust. Somebody,
and then oh, I'm sorry. And just to clear the air, because I'm sure a lot of you guys do question, you're like, oh, are you guys single, or are you guys having a boyfriend? We are single, and
we're single.
We're not
looking for like to get in a relationship. Like, we're too busy focusing on us, on what we need to do, and you know, like, we're too busy to be dealing with, like, you know, other extra stuff that we really don't need to be focusing on.
At least not right now.
Yeah,
like,
not
we're
right
so
now.
Young.
We're barely getting everything started. Like, we're getting, like, you know, our mind is on something else. Having a relationship is like the last thing.
It's beautiful. Trust me, it is. But I feel like everything has to, like, I think a relationship, it's a lot of work. And right now, it's like I'm giving my whole, how would you say it?
Like your whole attention, your whole energy.
My whole attention and energy to something else, and I feel like maybe that will come later.
I feel like people need to be like happy within themselves first in order to get into a relationship, because a lot of people go into a relationship thinking like, oh, he like calls me beautiful, or like, you know, all these things, and that makes me happy and that makes me want to stay with him. It's like, no, for us, it's like, I'm beautiful, all right, somebody tells me that's just extra, you know. And I'm not trying to be cocky, but that's just like, I feel like how it is. Don't fall, like, we don't fall for like people telling us like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, like you're this, you're that. It's like, no, compliment my brain or something, you know, other than like the outside looks.
We kind of got a little carried away, but
yeah,
I feel like
carried
this
away
kind of
with
connects
that.
to what we're talking about, because we do see a lot of girls going through this, and it's something that Brissetta and I talk about all the time. But I feel like right now it's like the perfect time to like let you guys know our thoughts and what really goes on in our head, and share that with you guys now that we're talking about
another thing. Wait, what were we saying?
You said respect, that you really like that in a guy.
Yeah.
Another thing that I really like in a guy is...
wait, before you go on, is like also like somebody that's not insecure. I feel like that goes with like being respectful, because I don't know, if let's just say I'm out somewhere and like a guy approaches me and it's like he's not trying to get at me or anything, like it's just a conversation, and if I have a boyfriend and if he like gets really jealous, like that's not gonna fly with me. Like, dude, come on, like, are you serious? I feel like somebody has to be for sure like secure. They know what they have, they know their girl, they know their like girlfriend is theirs. Insecurity is a big no-no for us. Yeah, no, you need to be like secure about yourself, because if you're concerned every time I go out, that's what attracts a girl. Like, you need to be secure.
Like, you getting the boot.
Yeah.
Deuces. Another thing that we both find really attractive in a guy, or that really catches our attention in a guy, is when they know how to dress. I feel like whenever we go out in public, we don't want to like a guy that doesn't know how to dress. We obviously want them to be looking good, because we're gonna be looking good. We want to make sure our partner is looking good. I feel like we should rephrase this. Like, we're not saying you have to be the most fashionable person, because you don't, but like at least like, you know, look put together. Yeah, like look presentable. That's the word. Like, you have to look presentable, because believe it or not, people judge you off of your looks. And honestly, I was so against this before. I was like, no, I'll go to the store in my pajamas, and trust me, I would do that. Yeah, we would both do that. Like, we didn't care. We were like, we're gonna go. And even my mom, she would tell us, she'd be like, she would always say, go get ready. You guys are not gonna go out like that. Like, you guys need to get ready, and this is not gonna slide. And honestly, like, and we were like, what the heck? We were like, mom, we don't care, we're gonna go. And now, like, yeah, we totally do see where she's coming from. It's like a tip for you girls. If you guys don't look presentable when you guys go out, it's probably something that you do want to look into, because trust me, whatever people see out there catches the attention. Even if you are trying to look for a boyfriend, or if you're not, just look presentable. It looks better on you, and it's just a lot better, I feel like. Why would you go somewhere and not look presentable? That's just something that you don't do, I feel like. So that's why that's something that's really big for me. Just look presentable at all times, no matter where you are. Just look presentable and we're good. I remember one time we were at Hometown Buffet, like years ago, and there was this guy that had approached us. Like, me, my brother, and my mom and dad were just like having, you know, our lunch. Yeah, we were just having our lunch, and this guy comes up to us and he talks to my mom, and he was like, oh, do your daughters like do modeling? And we were like, my mom was like, no. And then he was like, oh, have you ever like thought about them getting into modeling? My mom was like, no, not really, honestly. And he gave her the card, like, and he was like, oh, well, you know, here's my card, give me a call if you're ever interested. And my mom never called him. Yeah. I'm kind of butthurt now. And he was like, oh, well, give me a call if like you ever change your mind, or if you're interested in putting your daughters in modeling. So imagine if that, like, we were little, but just imagine if that day my mom had us bummy, like if she like didn't care, in pajamas, or like, it's like, no, you know, you always want to look presentable, because you never know who you're gonna run into, and that's just, you never know the opportunities that you can miss. Yeah, and not only that, it's like it makes you feel good about yourself. That's for sure a thing that, you know, attracts us to somebody. That even says, like, right away, as soon as I see somebody that looks presentable, I'm like, oh, they care about themselves. So another thing is like that I really like somebody that's clean. Like, if your car is just messy, bitch, why 3 shades? I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying, like, if your car is messy, like, I am not dating you. I don't care if you're like the hottest person alive. Like, I am not dating you. You just have to have your clean room, have a clean car, like,
just be clean. Yeah, for me too. But I feel like I'm more like of a germaphobe. I'm just like, oh, like, I can't touch gas. I can't, like, now I'm like iffy about sharing drinks. I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know, you know. So I feel like just somebody who's clean, who takes care of themselves, keeps themselves clean, healthy, happy, you know. Oh, that brings me to another, like, point. Somebody who cares about themselves. Like, just care about yourself. Like, just watch what you eat. That's another big thing for me. I feel like when somebody, because you know that saying, you are what you eat. I believe in that 100%. Like, you really are what you eat, or what you eat in public, you wear. What you eat in private, you wear in public. Like, I'm a huge believer in that. And I don't know, for me, I consider myself a healthy girl, like a very active girl. And for me, so I would just want somebody to, like, you know, kind of match my lifestyle. Yeah, to have something in common.
I feel like those are probably the ones that I can think of on top of my head.
Just having somebody who's open-minded.
Oh, that's a good one.
Having somebody who's open-minded. Like, you want to, like, talk about
Yeah, so somebody who's open-minded, meaning that they are very, like, adventurous. They like to try new food. They want to travel the world.
They're open to like,
anything.
They're not, like, stuck in their own little world. Bubble. What, like, yeah, like, in their own little bubble. Like, that's what we mean. Like, somebody who's willing to try new things, that isn't scared to, like, go
risks, like, somewhere. For example, skydiving, do bungee jumping.
Yeah, like, or not even that. Just, like, go somewhere.
Amazing.
Yeah, or just go somewhere and, like, learn about, like, a new culture, the way, like, that new people live, like, how other people live. Because in today's society, like, we're so accustomed to just, like, us and, like, how we live, but we don't know how the rest of the world lives. We don't know what, you know, they do when they wake up until they go to sleep.
Yeah, they're, like, different traditions that they do, like, all that. Really, it's really interesting to me because it makes me appreciate where I come from. So it's amazing to learn how other people do it, and I'm just like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, like, and for those of you guys that don't know, like, we were born in Mexico, so that was, like, kind of like a little part of our life. But I
feel like deep down we still kind of have it, like, our roots are forever gonna be there, even though we were raised here, like, our whole life, but our roots are there. So a lot of the things that my mom does, it's like, oh, like, even though I don't remember much, I'm just like, yeah, it's in me.
No, a little part of her life was, like, there. And just seeing videos, I was just like, wow, I was just, like, so, like, mind blown with, like, all of that stuff that was going on, that we actually lived. Like, we lived that. And to have somebody that's just not open-minded, when I show them those videos, and to have somebody that's just not open-minded about that, I would just be like, no, you know, it's just not gonna work out. So to have somebody that's understanding, if my partner was, like, from a different part of the world, like, I'm open-minded, so I would love to have somebody that's like open-minded, and I would love to, like, exchange, like, traditions. I want to learn where you came from, and like, we can, like, you know.
That's honest, and that's another thing for me too. Like, I want to be able to, if I do decide to date, not like anytime soon, but in the near future, I do want to date somebody outside of my race. Like, I think it would be so amazing to learn a new language, to learn new culture, to know how they do their things, and I would love to teach them the way that we do it. And I feel like that's the way that we grow as people, because if we're just, like, dating our same race, it's like, okay, I know what you do, we pretty much do the same thing. But if I do find somebody, I'm just saying, like, that's my preference, I would love that, but you know, you never know. So that's something that it would be really, really amazing to do, because I'm very open-minded, so I feel like that would be awesome.
I love learning about new cultures, like, new languages, new music. Like, you play, like, a music that's from out of this country,
I have no idea.
I will get lit to that. I don't care what it says. I'm like, hey, turning up. I be turning up. I don't care. I forgot one more thing. When a guy is funny. You have to.
That's right.
How could we forget this?
Before I started this video, I was like, that's gonna be my first one.
You have to have a sense of humor because girls just want to laugh. Guys just want to laugh.
Yeah, everybody just wants to laugh.
Everybody, humans, we're so stressed with work, with school, like
our everyday life.
Yeah, with our everyday life. We want somebody that's gonna be there and make us laugh. If we have a partner that makes us laugh, I'm so like, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, and if you're funny, it doesn't matter if you're good looking or if you're not. If you're funny, trust me guys, you'll get the girl.
If you have humor, guys, I don't care what you look like, you will attract somebody because of your sense of humor. And I feel like personality,
it's everything,
beats looks. I don't care how cute you are.
I didn't believe that.
If you have a
I didn't believe that until like I experienced it myself. I was like, I'm dating this guy and he's nothing like I expected.
Trust
but, like,
me, I've been through it. I've been through it. I don't care how good looking you are. If your personality is crap, you're crap.
Yes. Alright guys, so that's gonna conclude the video. I hope you guys liked it. We got a little carried away.
I know.
But it connects.
Sorry for all the sidetracks and all the side comments. But
that's just what goes in our head and we want to share with you guys.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this video.
All of our social media will be down below. So please make sure to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And yeah, subscribe for our future videos.
Deuces.